The WSD Season 1 Round 2, sponsored by Wargaming. Yep, Wargaming, as well as promoting the event, have been kind enough to offer up some prizes to the winners of the WSD. How very, very awesome. The race will take place on Saturday, 24th of February at 1400 GMT, running into 1800. It'll be first come, first serve, so it does pay to get there early if you want a spot. As for prizes, first place will be receiving 30,000 gold and an AMX M449 courtesy of Wargaming. Second place will be receiving 15,000 gold from me and an AMX 1357 from Wargaming. Third place will be receiving 7,500 gold from me and a Type 64 courtesy of Wargaming. There will also be a style award from myself, whichever one I personally enjoy the most, whether did a cool flip and still finished, or overcame adversity, or just had an amazing run that we all really enjoyed, will get 1,000 gold as a winner of the Style Award. Now, the rule sets race from point A to point B, overcoming the obstacles, fastest time wins. If you are destroyed or unable to continue the course, you will receive a DNF, or did not finish. This is also the case if you get a time exceeding 4 minutes. You may use any tank at tier 3, provided its base top speed is over 40 kph. You may use any equipment with the exception of Bond, Bounty, and Experimental Variation. You may also use any consumable. Any team damage done to other racers will result in your disqualification, so guns on safe. Obey the instructions at all times and have a good run. You may have multiple attempts if there's no one else left that hasn't had a go. That is worth noting, as detailed on the website. In aid of balancing, time penalties and bonuses are in effect. That means that based on the setup of your tank, you can have time added or deducted from your finish time. These penalties are based on crew level, equipment choice, stock modules, and consumables, and they're designed so that even if you don't have a good crew or equipment, you're a complete noob, or you just set up an EU account purely to participate in this event, you can still put a competitive timer on the board. An additional balancing factor has been added for this race. Based on a vehicle's top speed, every 10 kph over 40 kph adds 1 second to the final time. To give an example, let's take a Panther 1C with a 75% driver. It's got turbo, it's got a stock engine and tracks, it's got 105 gasoline and a small repair kit. The final time penalty, the time added on to that race's finishing time, would be plus 2 seconds. All this will hopefully increase the variety of vehicles and setups that are being used. All of these debuffs and bonuses are covered on the Wall Street Derby page, which is an extension of my fitness website, because, Business Steve, yeah! It also details the route, obstacles, and further details, so do be sure, after this video, head over there, take a look. Right, so let's look at the course. The race this round is on Ensk, and it begins from K1. The waiting racers will form a line or a queue down the K line, while the racer that's going to go will reverse into the edge of the map just here, which is the starting position. Our race steward, Alfred Peabody, will be in communication with me, and your time will start when he fires his gun. As soon as the racer starts, the next person in the queue can hop into position and the queue can move up. Note that we only have one person racing at a time, and you have to wait until the previous person has finished before you start. It's also worth noting that people who served as obstacles will be given priority if they want to have a go, as thanks for them contribute. Otherwise, if you need or want to move forward in the queue, you can politely ask the vehicle in front of you if you can switch. Please do remember your place in the queue so that you can regain it again after the map is reset. Now to detail the first obstacle. The one line is host to an obstacle called Double Trouble. This consists of 4 IS-22s placed in these locations. These vehicles will be on the same team as the racer so that they can see each other, and they will be sat slightly back from the race course so that the racer cannot gun hug. These vehicles must be using the stock gun, and their objective is to kill the racer as it drives past. However, the IS-22s cannot move their turret or their hull, and they can only use double shots. They must lock off their gun and try their best to time that 2-second charge-up time perfectly to destroy the racer. The racer, for their part, can wiggle, bait, stop, or charge full speed, or however they'd like to try and pass the tanks without leaving the one line is fair game. Bait them into firing or gamble that they have bad timing, the choice is up to you. After passing double trouble, it's a short distance and a right turn into our first turning obstacle, the Tiger Mouse Blender. These are 4 Tiger Mouse rotating in opposite directions in an extremely small space. The Tiger Mouse must alternate directions, with the first one placed here turning counterclockwise. That way the competitor must wind their way through them all. The Tiger Mouse must use improved rotation, turbo, and browsers. The Tiger Mouse are only allowed to turn and must keep rotating in their same direction no matter what is happening to the racer. Until the racer is destroyed, receives the DNF, or gets through, they must keep on turning. Racers challenged with navigating their way through that grinder without meeting a grisly end. After passing the final Tiger Mouse is a hard left and a hard right into the first of 3 EBR circles. Another turning adversary. These EBRs dispersed from the next portion of the course make for a deadly collision if touched. They are locked in mobility mode, driving in a perpetual circle through which you must navigate if you hope to make it to the next obstacle. There are 3 of them in total, placed here, here, and here along this route. Just after passing the final EBR, you enter Booster Avenue. Here, 4 BZ-75s are lurking down the alleys here, 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 and here. These BZs will try and boost out to ram, block, and kill you. However, they are under restrictions. The BZs cannot turn left or right. They can only move forward while boosting, they cannot stop once they hit boost, and while boosting, they must hold W and charge straight forward until they hit the opposite wall. Bait, dance, or charge, but try your best to make it through. Clear Booster Avenue and you encounter a choice. To complete the course, you must pass through either side of this building, the choice is up to you, then reverse into one of the sides. Again, choice is yours. However, there is an STRV driving back and forth, blocking all egress points on its pass. Pass it on the way in, then reverse past it into the finish. Your time will stop when your butt touches the rubble inside one of these windows. Remember, you must reverse in order to finish. Those who finish must state in chat their driver level, equipment choice, consumables, and any stock modules they may have, as these will be used to calculate your finish time and award prizes. So make sure you note down what you are using, what your setup is, because you're going to have to share that information in order to win. If you win, you will be asked to submit your replays for verification via Discord, link to that in the description, or by sending a replay to my replay email, replays.wallst@yahoo.co.uk. And that's the course, that's the event. Remember, Saturday 24th of February at 2 or 1400 GMT until 1800 GMT. Check out the website, www.workoutways.co.uk/Wallst-Street-Derby. That will be linked in the description. Has more info and the time penalties for setups, for example, and here's a teaser of the latest stream shenanigans too. Guns in the air, I think.
He just bounced off me.
Oh, please.
On tracking shot.
Artis just fired as well. No stunning for him.
Tracking shot on the left track.
There goes. The bison is by the way straight ahead here. Can we go and...
Oh, sure, yeah, fuck it. Why not? Let's just do it by Sante. Choo-choo, motherfuckers! So yeah, if you're new or you haven't seen that, you can watch that. That will be linked in the description as well, called Stream Shenanigans. But yeah, until then, or until I put more content out. Bye.
Peabody, cheers from in Germany, man. Thought I'd hide a couple silly verses, my friend. He is a nice guy like Ned Flanders, but wielding a band hammer that make viewers feel him like a gang member, yeah. You better never ever shoot versus the man, cause that's a jerk of his hand, hence you're a permanent ban, yep. Like in a roleplay game, you wield a dagger but get smashed.